Good day. Ted Ciuba here. Happen to be the author. And we are doing a author review of The Mind-Environment Connection, Volume 11 in the Sub 4 Minute Extra Mile series. Everything we do in the Sub 4 Minute Mile is kind of capsulizes, it takes the training process, the motivation process, the goal-setting process that Roger Bannister so well illustrates and he used so successfully to run the Sub 4 Minute Mile. Trained, didn't have much time at all. He was a busy pre-med student at Oxford University, neurobiology. 30 minutes a day. Defied any conventional standard of training. Not to mention going for that goal was not, quote unquote, encouraged. He did it in short, regular, focused, intense, intended training sessions. You're going to get an example today. That's what we do in every single session. Every single volume has 19 training sessions in it to help you redefine personal possibility. Each one is designed to be read in sub 4 minutes. Now, I always like to read the title training session, so we know I'll read that one, The Mind-Environment Connection. A couple others they're all good, but we get some, I like to point out what people have pointed out to me. The pro code succinctly says something you need to know. Snap to resourcefulness might be a very good tool to develop. We make our destiny in our decisions. If you could only come to awareness of that, you might think and more profoundly when you make some of the important life decisions, business decisions, personnel decisions that you make. And then, of course, the title training session, The Mind-Environment Connection, which in the book, as you would get it off of Amazon.com through the Think Rich links, is page 35. So we zip up the page, or down to page 35. We're looking at the book as you see it in Amazon. 35. Where are you? You gotta be, The Mind-Environment Connection. The mind-environment connection is pretty much a well-accepted fact. When we feel depressed, deprived, unemotional, we are prone, and statistically science shows this, to more sicknesses, more diseases, more problems, more colds, more accidents than when we're feeling sharp, at the top of our game and poppin'. Well, folks, I'm here to explain that. I'm here to offer you a new idea. Well, it's certainly not new to all of us, but the point is that not only is it a mind-body connection, which again the scientists, this was revolutionary. Scientists well documented today. Today it's a mind-environment connection. The world you live in, what you live in, the circumstances you live in reflect the state, power, and direction of your mind. If you live in squalor, if you live in circumstances that you truly detest, if you live in circumstances where you're just barely getting by, look at your mind. Don't look at the circumstances. And Lord, don't look to the government to bail you out, because all they'll do is move you over to a different category. You may have a label. You may get some kind of, I've never known anybody who's got enough. Have you? Look, it's you. It's up to you. The mind-environment connection. If you see yourself as successful with good relationships, if you see yourself contributing in your career, if you work to make these things happen, these are the things you'll be doing. It won't be any big miracle that your life is a life of fulfillment. No, it will be the outcome of natural law, the mind-environment connection. Look around. If you don't like what you see, ask yourself. And by the way, ask yourself this same question if you do like what you see. Either way, it's perfect. What did I do? What have I been doing to cause these things? What do I want? What can I do to create that shift? That's the way to work this phenomenon known as the mind-environment connection. You create your world with every thought you think, with every act you take. And thinking is an act. It's called, in the communication sciences, a thought act. Since you know you create your reality by the thoughts you hold in your mind, strategize, choose, and live by the thoughts that empower you and benefit others. Your world can't help but get better. That's how you work the mind-environment connection. Okay, folks, that is the title training session for Volume 11 in the Sub-4-Minute Extra Mile. What is it telling us? As always, the question that you take to it is the training session. What makes it, instead of an article that makes you go, cool, is how does this apply to me? And that has its own manifold questions. What do I need to do? What do I start doing? What can I change? Is this going to be part of the web? Is this minor, major? But the mind-environment connection, the kind of life, if you see yourself on the go, popping, contributing, it's not a miracle that you actually have better results than if you dragging through. You got it. It's the mind-environment connection. Ted Ciuba here saying thanks for tuning in, because I love talking to you anytime, and I also love doing a review of the Mind-Environment Connection, Volume 11 in the Sub-4-Minute Extra Mile series. Get your copy. Follow the link right now. It's up at Amazon.com. Thanks.